So anyway, I think we might be live. Let's see.
Oh dear.
We are live, just like that. What's up, y'all? It's funny. John and Nadia. Geez, they threw me off going live before I was ready. John and Tina in the house. What's up, y'all? Excited to be here. MyLifestyleAcademy.com, where we help you go from average to savage in your business. And I'm excited because Tina did something that's like remarkably mind-blowing in the month of November. Her team of 18, was it 18?
Well, I mean, I'll talk about it in a bit, but 18, yes. 18 working.
18 social marketers produced over 100,000 in volume in the month of November. She hit one of the top ranks. You know, some of you are in our company, some of you are not. We have a rank called Elite One, which is 100,000 in volume, and Tina hit that literally with a team of less than 20 people. And I think we can all do the math on that and figure out that like they sell a lot of product. And I was like, Tina, I got to get you on the show. I got to interview you. We got to talk about it because it's so special. And, you know, look, this is what I love about network marketing. It's a team effort, right? It's all about leverage. It's all about leverage. It's all about helping other people, whether it's from a product standpoint, customer standpoint, or from a business standpoint. And, you know, it's the old saying. When I got involved in network marketing 22 years ago, they used to say, it's a lot of people doing a little bit. And that's it. It's a lot of people doing a little bit. And then there's always going to be a handful of people that do a lot, like Tina. So she's got an amazing team. She's an amazing mentor, an incredible leader. And she's a great pickleball player. We were just talking pickleball. That's why we're running a couple minutes late. But I'm excited, Tina, to have you on. Congratulations to you and your team. You had an incredible month, an incredible year. And I'm excited to hear your story and have you share with everyone some of your golden nuggets.
Oh, thank you so much. I just want to say that, you know, I just remember hearing and going to a number of masterminds, and I knew that I had this, you know, I've always had this little team. I've been with this brand since December 2020. And the craziest thing was you would go to these masterminds and they would say, okay, in order to get to this rank, this elite rank, you got to have 100 people on your team. Mm-hmm. And I kept thinking, how can it be? It was so beyond me, like the thought of having a team that big. But I think one of the things that happened for us is that I did start, and I will always talk about this. We have an amazing community in Facebook that we started. I started it with 2 other social marketers. We founded a group and we built community. Mm-hmm. And that is how this small team has formed and this is an even greater part about it. We built this community. We threw all our love into this community. Inside the community, we serve without expectation, right? It is still an ad tag message group. If somebody wants to come into the group, we add them to the group. We tag them in a welcome post. We send them a messenger. So it is always an ad tag message group. But the value and education that we share inside the group is all free.
I love it.
With an invite to take a look at the supplementation that we're recommending.
And you do it a little different too, right? Because your group, anyone can find it and join it. Is that my understanding?
Yes.
And then you kind of like divvy up the leads, if you will, amongst the members. So cool. So smart.
We do that especially because we all have made a commitment to showing up in our socials every day.
Right.
So if you don't show up in your socials, you can be prepared not to receive any leads. But showing up, that's fair, isn't it?
Fair.
Right?
Sure, absolutely.
Showing up every day in your socials with that goal of we invite people into the group. We're constantly inviting people to come into our community. So yes, if there's a promotion or things like that, we'll share in our stories or in our pinned post on our Facebook feed. But a majority of our reels, our TikToks, everything is to share a little bit of value or education, and then let people know that are inside our demographic for our group that we're here for you, and we invite you to come to our free group. We are going to share free, valuable, educated information with you. And when everybody is doing their socials, they are receiving the leads that are coming into the group. We divvy them up.
And how big is your group now?
60,000 people are in the group.
I mean, it's just funny because sometimes we just hear numbers and we'll just think like 60,000. Like, guys, 60,000 people. I mean, I don't know how many people fit in like the average NFL stadium, but it's probably about 60,000. I mean, that is a ton of people. And it's amazing how, you start off with a handful of people, right? You start off with a few people, like you said, with 3 of you. And you're like, I wonder if this idea that we have, this concept will, and then 60,000 people later, and you have like really great engagement. I know. What are some of the like examples of like days where you have a lot of pending requests? Like you've told me like, oh my gosh, we got like,
Yeah.
what are some examples? How many have you had pending in one day joining the group?
It all centers around social media. And so, we, like I said, we are all committed to going into our socials, whether it's in TikTok or Reels on our stories, and inviting people to come to the group. But a TikTok or a Reel could go viral. And then all of a sudden, I think I sent you a picture, there were 4,300 women waiting to get into the group. And we welcome everybody individually.
Now you got to have VAs.
Every single person that comes into the group is welcomed individually. We don't just blanket welcome everybody. We add, tag, and message each person.
That is amazing. And I'm assuming you have some VAs helping with that.
I have a VA that takes everybody that's in the membership waiting area and puts them on a Google Sheet so that we can designate them to our social marketers.
That's so smart. So that way you can kind of divvy up the leads that come in. And then, gosh, there's like so many cool
But I don't have a VA answering any of my comments, sending any of my messages, answering my TikToks. We truly lead with a servant's heart. Like we are in it to be there. So we really build community. We build friendships with our customers, with our group members. The camaraderie amongst our small group is so collaborative. Like, we will come up with an idea. We do lots of stuff every month. We do lots of customer appreciation. We had an awesome Christmas party inside our group. All of those things. We really do lots of fun stuff, right? To keep people engaged in the group. But it is really like when something goes down like this and there's 4,000 people waiting to get in the group and everybody's divvied up, or even when we have posts go viral, right? Like, for instance, when we're talking about that amazing, right, digestive reset, the metabolic reset that we get to share with our brand, that 5-day metabolic reset that is life-changing. It really is for a lot of people. When a post goes viral, we are all in there. We make Google tabs. We make a Google tab. Here's what's happening in this post. We put the person's name that's asking for information. But we're all doing that right down to the 18th person. Just go into our little group chat. Okay, this post went viral. Who wants to work on it? And everybody's like, I'm there. I'm driving. I'll be home in an hour. I'm there. That is how much we care and love one another.
I love it so much. And it's really remarkable too, that, you have the engagement, you're welcoming each person individually. And this is just a logistic question. So 4,000 people join. Obviously, you can only have 5,000 Facebook friends. So when you divvy up those leads, is like everybody friend requesting those people?
I have followers on my personal Facebook feed. A lot of people,
because you don't have to be friends with them actually to get them in the group, because they're joining the group without. So that makes sense.
It helps. It helps sometimes with that going back and forth between Messenger, but really, like, inside our welcome post, we used to and we've evolved. We've evolved as a team. We learn how to do things better. So we add them. We tag them and say, hey, I'm going to send you a messenger. And we would send them a messenger. But if we weren't friends yet, it was really, really hard for them sometimes to find us. And you're saying message requests and check your spam. So now in our welcome, I just put, say hello, tap this m.me/Tina Margris. It's my messenger. I'll see you in there. And then you get, because it is a Facebook group, right? It's different from any other Facebook group I've ever been in, right? And people aren't expecting one-on-one help. People
Right.
are expecting they're coming to a Facebook group, scroll around. I don't know. Maybe it's for me. Maybe it's not. I mean, there's still, that's why there's 60,000 people in there. I
Right.
don't know how many thousand are truly engaged, right? Some people look around, not for me. But if you put in your welcome message, just hit my messenger and say hello, you're going to get the people that are really serious about learning how to help themselves. And
Right.
so you aren't wasting your time, your valuable time either, because
Yeah.
that person taps your welcome message inside the Facebook group, hits your messenger and says hello. And then I welcome them to the group. We always give them a free gift, like
Smart.
an opt-out free, like it would have been an opt-in somewhere else, if you were
That way
publicizing.
they're joining an email list or a project broadcast.
We ask them for their email when they come into the group,
Smart.
and we do not ask them for their phone number. So our project broadcasts are saved for our customers.
Got it. Smart. Very smart. And then how, as far as like the schedule, how do you divvy up? Because I know you have someone that focuses on fitness, someone that focuses on the nutrition, and someone that focuses on diet. Is that?
I teach the supplementation.
Got
Robin Taylor, like one of our amazing
Hey, Robin.
social marketers. Hey, Robin. She is our nutrition expert. And then Melanie McCauley. Hey, Melanie. She is our 25-year Les Mills Fitness Pro, and she is our fitness expert. So what happens is, and really how we grew our little team, this is the neat part, is every single person on that I listed, those or talked about, those 18, those were women that traveled the journey of a customer inside our group, knew nothing about social media, and raised their hand when we put a little post in that said, "Here we grow again. Who might be interested in being a menopause weight busters guide?" I gave away the name of my group, but anyways, and said, "Who would like to be a guide in the group?" And they had such a successful journey, they raised their hand. Now, there are times where I'm having such a great interaction with somebody who's traveled the journey, lost the weight, utilizes the supplements, does Melanie's exercises, all of the things that we offer in the group. And you can tell they are active in the group as well, right? They start to answer other people's questions because they have so much knowledge now. And then we'll go personally to them and say, "Hey, time for you to be a guide."
Yeah.
And they'll say, "Oh, I don't know anything about social media." Don't worry, we got you. And we all do inside the group the exact same welcome message. We all do the exact same welcome in Messenger. We all share the next second message. Everything is done. It is all duplicatable. We all do the exact same thing. If someone has a specific nutrition question, or there's a post, want to append a post asking a nutrition question, Robin will always answer that. If it's a fitness question, Melanie will answer that. If it's a supplement question, I will answer that. And if one of our new guides is unsure when one of her leads asks a question, she puts us in a chat. It says, "Let's ask the expert. Let's ask Tina. Let's ask Robin. Hey, and we answer." And that's such the relationships that are developed between all the group members and all of us, right? And that's why I mean, so collaborative, and the camaraderie and the caring, because people have life. Like, the other thing is too, I do this. This is all I do.
Right.
Melanie is the fitness expert, teaches Les Mills classes, and has another career. Do you know what I mean? Like, and all of our 18 teachers, real estate agents, work from home moms, because I'm not saying stay at home moms, work from home moms, because it's lots of work, right? Like all of those things. Oh my gosh, mammogram techs, like a most amazing humans, but wide variety, amazing grandmas that are taking care of their grandkids all day, all of the things, they're in there. And the time they can afford to help and get in and do stuff, they do. And when they do their socials, sharing the leads. And that's how it works.
It's just so powerful, though, because that's really how, and I talked about this in my video a couple of days ago, like if you want to stand out in 2024, you have to have community. You have to have connection. That's the problem with a lot of marketers out there, network marketing, but also just traditional business owners that are, trying to market their, maybe they have an accounting firm, maybe they sell real estate. Like it's very spammy. There's no connection. They're not capturing the leads. They're not building community. And they're like, I don't get it. I'm not converting leads. I'm not having this happen and that happen. I'm not getting the results I used to get. My videos aren't popping off. I'm not closing or converting like I used to. The reason you guys do such a great job and have consistently grown every year since you came on board is because of that connection, that community, that support that people are really dying for. I mean, people just want to be a part of something and feel that connection and that community. I can't say this enough in 2024, the importance of creating what you all have created. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. And I mean, it isn't just me.
Yeah.
It's all of us together. I can't stress that enough. The other thing too, that I think is really important. I say this every time you and I talk. If you are going to talk the talk, you better be walking the walk.
Yeah.
Right. And so each and every one of us, we put ourselves out there. We put our before and afters out there, our personal ones. We're not sharing some random person that we don't know. No, it's us. We are in there. I mean, we did like a wall sit challenge and somebody put us all together on one post and we were all wall sitting at the same time. Like that's the kind of stuff we do, and we're all shapes and sizes. Some women are, in their 40s. I turned 60 soon.
Hey, you don't look it, you don't sound like it. So,
Thank you. But you know what I mean? It's that sort of stuff that we really, really do. So, I mean, of those 18 people that I showed like all my stories, I was so proud of them. I actually have, and you're going to laugh, 29 enrollments in my whole organization.
It's amazing though.
But so in that, I have 29 enrollments, and of the 18 that I talked about in November, 16 rank advanced. One had their biggest month ever.
So cool.
And we had 2 enrollments of Menopause Weight Busters ladies who wanted to be guides.
I love it so much. And then how often would you say you post in the group? Not just you, but like the group.
We're in there every day. There's stuff happening every day. Yeah, you've got to keep your community active. Yeah.
Do you have like a schedule for like lives or posts, or is it just like, is it random because you have so many other people posting at this point?
No, we put up a month. We do a Google tab with a monthly schedule and asking for people to fill it in when they can. So fill in to so that there's a post going up every day. And then mostly we do our lives and different things like that. We really run the group business-wise, not educational-wise, but business-wise around promotions.
Love it. So smart.
So we usually build, if there's a good promotion, we build an event. So I'll give you an example. We had the promotion going on for us, in our brand. And it was for the digestive metabolic reset I'm talking about, and then moving on into the weight loss. We decided we would do a 2-week lifestyle boot camp that coincides with that supplementation. So the invite is, and this is like a step up, right? Because we help for free.
Right.
Nutrition plan, all of that stuff is in there. But we say, you want to take the next step. You want a concentrated, more accountability, one-on-one coaching. We're giving you a recipe ebook to do everything. We're giving you a game plan booklet that shares your food list, that shares everything. And we're going to be with you. And we are with our people every day. Somebody will like, send me a little message. What are the grams? Look at my protein powder nutrition. I'll look at it. And then I go and tagged you in a post in the group that's about that. Send them back into the group to see the educational content that's in there. But you know what I'm saying? So we really do. And then we'll spend a lot of time doing our lives. We'll get in there. We'll talk about it. We'll teach about what's part of that boot camp. and we show the supplementation. Here's what you need, right, in order to go into this more concentrated effort.
Well, and it reminds me of what I've been teaching for years: expose, involve, upgrade. Expose, involve, upgrade. So you're exposing people to your social media, to your videos, to your posts, to your before and afters. You're getting them involved in the group for free. You're ATMing, right? And then some of those people are going to upgrade. Some of those people are going to become customers. But I love what you always say. You always point this out. And you kind of mentioned it in the beginning. It doesn't matter if they ever buy.
No.
They're in that group and they're going to get value. Now, they get more value if they did the 5-day drop, or they became a marketer, or they joined the team, or whatever. They get more hands-on support if they're invested, because now they can go along with a system, with a program, but they don't have to. There's no obligation. There's no pressure. And that's why, a lot of these, I'm assuming it's almost all women, right?
It is.
Why they feel so comfortable, not just being in the group, but actually participating, contributing, adding their friends to the group. I mean, it's such a smart way to build some, and it's an extension of a personal brand. For those of you building a personal brand,
Right.
It is a more advanced strategy. So those of you that are new, don't get overwhelmed. Don't flip out and go, oh my gosh, I have to have all this education and experience and knowledge. No, you can plug into an existing ATM group or build up your business. Get to that point where you're ready to start your own community. It's not the only way to build a brand or build community, but Facebook groups are the best way, because you are getting people to take a step. They have to actually accept the invite, or they have to fill out a form. Like, they have to do something to get in the group. And I love it, because at the end of the day, if they want to be in the group, they have to take the step. I can't get someone in a group without them accepting or approving it. And once they're in there, you said it, some of them may just hang out. They might have forgotten they joined the group. And then a year from now, they see a post, you tag everyone, or they see a before and after, or just something catches their eye and the timing is better. And now, even though they joined a year ago, now they're getting involved. Now they're upgrading. So it's the reason I've always loved Facebook groups. And we've been promoting Facebook groups for almost 10 years now. But you have to actually create real community. It can't just be a group that you throw together and you half-ass it. If you want to run your own group, it's a huge responsibility.
It's massive.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, but I will say we started somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it was just I remember when there was 25 people in the group.
That's right.
I remember that. 25 people in the group, and so we still were giving value. We were helping those 25 people, or sharing our content with those 25 people. And I just think to myself, you have to start somewhere. So like John said, don't be overwhelmed or anything like that. And you don't have to be an expert. You just have to be one step ahead of the people that you're inviting to your group. Okay, we happen to have our little areas of expertise. We put them together. We form something. It is something beyond something, like we're not average. So I get that. I'm so proud of everybody that I work with. I'm so proud of all those women that solved their health issues and then raised their hand and said, hey, maybe I want to do this too. Because it's like, whether you want to earn a little bit or earn a lot, when you say I want to do this too, that means you want to help other people.
Yeah.
Right? So you have people on your team coming on your team that are just like you.
Right.
In that sense of having that servant's heart or wanting to help. It is a unique thing, but I want people to know that it's a way of doing business. It's the way we chose to do our business. And I also want you to know the group, we were with another brand, and we flipped our group in 4 days.
Amazing.
So the one we are with now, our home forever, the most amazing thing with the most amazing leaders in John and Nadia. But
let me ask you this too. How big was the group when you flipped it?
I think it had about 300 people in it.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So literally in like 3 years. Yeah. Let's see. December 2020, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's like confusing. It's just like 2024, but it was the end of 2020. We just wrapped up 23. Yeah. So in 3 years.
Yeah. And we started doing like the short form video and inviting people February of 2021. Like, like we got our feet wet. We needed to understand the supplementation we were dealing with. We wanted to experience it all ourselves, like all of those things. So we came over to your brand in the December of 2020, and then we took our time. We had the experience. We document everything. Like every time, if there's a new product or there's new something, we do it first and document it every step of the way, and then we have it to share.
Yeah.
Right, like in our socials.
And that is the problem with a lot of people. They think they have to be a social media marketing, guru, or they have to be a nutritionalist, or they have to have some background. It's like, no, when you said it, you just have to take them on the journey with you. You just have to be one step ahead. I mean, we used to always share this example, this analogy, and it's such a good one because everybody would probably nod their head in agreement, is that, let's say, hypothetically, you got a flat tire and you're on the side of the road and you got a flat tire and you never change the tire, which would be me, by the way. I always outsource. I've only had it a couple times in my life, knock on wood, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I've never had to actually do it myself. I always just found a way to get someone else to do it, pay them, obviously. But point is, if you had a flat tire and you're on the side of the road, and Tina, let's say, pulls over to help you, and she goes, listen, this is not what I do for a living. I've done it one time. They'd be like, oh, thank you. Thank God. You've done it once. You're not an expert, but you've done it one more time than that person has. I know for me, if you pulled over to help me, I would be extremely grateful, right? So that's the perspective you have to have. You don't have to be an expert or a guru or a top earner. You don't have to I got to wait till I lost 50 pounds and then I can talk about it. No, because if you do the 5-day drop, right? They do that program and they get just 5 pounds of released toxins or whatever, or let's just say they just feel better after 5 days. Why would you keep that a secret? Why would you keep it a secret if you got your first commission and you were like, oh my gosh, this is real? You have to take people on the journey with you. You should never have the mentality where and I know it's hard because most of us are this way. How many of you can relate to this? Smash the heart button, be honest. That when you first get started, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't have confidence. I don't have the knowledge. I don't know the product. I don't know this. I don't know that. And you think you have to be an expert. And the truth is, people like me and people like Tina, we didn't start out as experts. We didn't start out as mentors. We didn't start out as leaders. We started out just like you. Like, you know what I mean? I hope this is legal, moral, and ethical, or at least 2 out of 3. We had no idea if the products were going to work. We had no idea if this was going to become the business it is today, but we had what we call faith. And sometimes not fake it till you make it. You have to faith it till you make it. And Tina is a prime example of what's possible. And what I love too is with the social retail model and with what we do and what we teach, you are able to hit one of the elite ranks by helping other people rank up, helping other people get products that can actually help them and benefit their health and well-being. So kudos to you and your team. It's just amazing accomplished in just a couple years, really. It's amazing.
Thank you. I mean, I think too, like you said, there's nothing more powerful than a journey story.
Yes.
Right? It's hard to be an expert.
Right.
There's nothing more powerful than sharing your journey story. And it's funny because our words in our group for 2024 are transition, transformation, and evolution. Of the midlife woman. That's what we're doing inside our group. That's what we are all doing as social marketers, right? It's the transition. You've got to go through something. You show your transformation and you show that evolution. If your neighbor down the street, I don't tell my neighbors what I do. I just let them see.
Right.
The transition, the transformation, and the evolution. I just let everybody see that.
Yeah. And it's so cool too, because then they want to be a part of it. They want to be a part of what you're doing, or at least they're curious. And then when you bump into them at the grocery store or in the neighborhood, they're like, hey, what's that thing you're doing? I think I want to be a part of it. And you're like, I got you.
Exactly.
That's it. I love it.
It's all the time.
Well, I appreciate you so much, Tina. Congrats to you and your team again. It's amazing. It's remarkable. And I know you're just getting started. Brand new year. Going to help a lot of people. And I have no doubt that group's going to continue to grow, and we'll have more success stories to share next time you're on the show. So I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, John. I can't thank you enough for all your mentorship, your leadership. My lifestyleacademy.com is, I don't know, second to none.
You're the best. I'm glad you're healing also. Can't wait to play pickleball again. Guys, how cool is that cast, by the way? Can you show that cast? That's the coolest cast I've ever seen.
I come out of the camera. Yeah. It's called Active Armor.
Active Armor. Okay, y'all write that down too. There you go. Just in case you ever break something, Active Armor is what you want. I know I don't want to break anything. God forbid, knock on wood again. But if I was, I'd want to have that because it looks cool.
I feel like I'm Batgirl.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I've got really Batgirl armor on. I'm unstoppable. I'm gonna get a Batgirl
and
now.
You can still like shower and clean your arm. Yeah. Because we all remember the old school cast. So I was saying before we got started, the old school cast where like you have everybody sign it, but then like later on you're like, smells. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. I appreciate it. Y'all, I hope you got some value from this. We're going to, once this is over, we'll edit the description of the video. So you'll see like Tina and her social media and you can follow her and get inspiration from what she does. She's amazing. One of the very best when it comes to all things social media marketing, network marketing, leadership, mentorship. She is a beast. She is crushing it. And we're so proud. Anyway, Tina, you're the bomb.com. Happy New Year. Bye, everyone.